Hi everyone, it's Robin. I'd mentioned to you that I had just purchased the Zutter Kutter from the Orlando Scrapbooking Expo this past weekend, and I got it home and was really kind of disappointed. I didn't find any instructions inside the box. All I got was a product information guide, which doesn't give me any information for what to do with this right out of the box. So I looked online, and once again, I did not find any information, so I called Zutter, and they had said that these that were sent to the expo and some of the online shops and some of the shops that will carry them are early shipments, and so they hadn't put any instructions in them yet, and they're going to be working on getting some information up online soon. But in the meantime, I didn't know what to do with it, so I turned it over to my wonderful husband, who figured it all out for me. And so I wanted to kind of do a demo on it for those of you who are interested in it, or maybe want a little bit more information, as it is not available online at this point. So basically, this is what you get in your box, and a lot of styrofoam, but I didn't want to show you that today. So you got your product information guide, which, yeah, that's nice, but it didn't really help. Okay, we'll call this the black knob, and you got a baggie with an Allen wrench, 2 bushings, and a plastic sleeve. So what you're going to do is take the plastic sleeve out, put it onto the black knob. Let me get this out of the way. And there's a hole up at the top that just screws into. This serves no purpose as far as turning it, and it doesn't give any adjustment. It's just a knob, a handle for when you're pulling we'll call this a lever, when you're pulling the lever back. Okay, so basically what it has, there are a couple knobs at the top and bottom that adjust the tension of the paper. These lock your paper into place so they won't slide around. Paper, cardstock, wood, whatever it is you're cutting, chipboard. So basically, you don't want these to be real hard to push down. You just want them to just touch. So I'll make that a little more positive there. I have it too loose. Okay, that's good. So like I said, you don't want them to push down really hard. That will lift it up and down to, like I said, to lock your chipboard or cardstock, whatever it may be, into place. These bushings you're not going to do anything with. You don't need to worry about those. It's for the bearings for a couple of years. You won't need to do anything with that. And it also gives you an Allen wrench. That is for being able to change the blade, which there's an Allen, a screw thing in here that you would turn to lift. There's a hinge. This would lift up, then you change your blade, which it has a long-lasting reversible blade. So when you change the blade, when your blade needs changed, you just reverse it. So it gives you double life, and it is a long-lasting blade. Another thing about it, there are numbers here indicating the depth, the cutting depth. You start off on number 1, then you pull it back. I'll just show you. Okay, so I am going to cut this at 3 inches. So I'm going to push those down, hold on to my knob, and then push back. Okay, it didn't really make a cut on number 1. Now, one thing you want to make sure is you don't push down when you're pushing it back this way. You release the lever, slide it back up, turn the knob. I'm doing it at number 2. Hold on to the black knob here, push the lever down, pull back. Again, releasing it, pushing it back, turning it to number 3, and this is where I should see some cut action going on. Okay, so I did feel, and I do see down in the cutting guide right here that it did make a cut. Release the lever, turn it to number 4, holding onto the black knob, and then this is where I should see a full cut. Okay, again, sliding it out of the way, release my paper guide, and sliding it out. I see I have a cut. Now, for the demo, I didn't get as clean of a cut as I would have had I not been demoing it, but it does give you a nice clean cut. One of the other things that you can do, and it does come with this adjustable guide, you just need to look in here and see. If I wanted to cut it at 5 inches, I just need to make sure that the 5 is lined up with the arrow here, and then when I put my chipboard in, I just need to make sure it goes all the way to the metal bar here. And this would be for right-handed people. It also comes out and slides over to this side for those that are left-handed. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to keep mine here. And you can do 6 inch, up to 7 inches really. It does not do the 12, but if I took a piece of 12 by 12 chipboard, I wanted to cut it at 6 inches, I would just, again, turn it to number 1, put my paper guides down. Number 1, release it, go back. Number 2, release it, push it back. Number 3. I know it would be nice if we could just do one quick sweep, but because of the different blade depths, this is the way, you know, it's to be done. Okay. I don't think I got a good one that time, so let me do it again. Okay, push this back, release my paper guides, and then I have a nice cut that way. Okay, so another thing that it does, if I just wanted to make like a spine for binding, and I'm anxious to try this out, it will just do a scoring so you can have a flexible binding there. You would just do the same thing but stop at number 3. This is for medium weight chipboard, and you would just, I'm not going to demo it now because it does take a little bit of time lining it up on this grid here, but you can see how you just do the same thing but again stop on number 3. So I hope this has been helpful to those of you who are interested in the product or maybe intrigued by it and didn't know a lot about it. So anyway, if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. Just let me know. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.